with that, finally, we call upon our last speaker, Mohsin Jalal.
My name is Mohsin Jalal and I'll be speaking on the topic Absolute Freedom Leads to Absolute Freedom. I'll be starting in 3, 2, 1. Roses, tulips, oaks, willow trees. Revered judges, exalted faculty, and my fellow speakers. I'm not here to prepare you for a botany class, but rather to illustrate a garden. A garden of peace and tranquility, where each leaf represents a rule followed, and every sprout represents anarchy avoided. Ladies and gentlemen, as we delve into discourse about the very history of law and order, it is imperative to understand why these boundaries were placed initially. Was it to put a limit on our potential, or was it to change our beliefs? No. It was about the story of Icarus, to protect us from flying too close to the sun and falling. It was about the story of Sisyphus, to protect us from eternal despair and punishment. And above all else, it was about freedom. But not freedom for one, freedom for all. Patrick Henry once said, "Give me liberty or give me death." But this is the very place where the controversy arises. Because everyone believes that he's talking about complete and utter freedom, when in reality, it is but a cry for independence and sincerity. Ladies and gentlemen, it is only with the fundamental laws and reality that we can truly embrace our potential and be able to give opportunity to all. Imagine you're playing a chess match and your opponent starts to move a pawn as a queen. Would you complain, or would you just sit by all in the name of freedom? The world is only fair when everyone is playing by the same rules. And that is the very checkmate of my speech. Understand that as you look into the abyss, all you see is carnage, terror, disorder. And then there is one singular ray of hope, the rules that we follow. Not just the fundamental laws of the universe, but rather the small laws that we see every day. Because it is only with that that order can be kept, and those who deserve what they get will finally be able to do so. Understand that when the rules are dissolved, it is not the powerful who suffer first. It is the silent, the unseen, the unheard. Law is not meant to be a cage for the righteous. It is meant to be a shield that serves the vulnerable. It is meant to be the boundary by which people unite. Ladies and gentlemen, while we look at today's world and we see how different rules, regulations, and implications are made, you need to understand that behind all of them is one singular motive: to stop the world from going through chaos. And that is the very reason why these rules are followed. When you talk about your regular life, it is only with these rules that you are able to persevere. It is the only way to give equal to all. That is where the most important saying of all comes in. We are servants of the law, so that we may be free. Because true freedom comes from everyone being able to express what they are, while also serving all those who are around them. The next step for all of humanity is to serve the rules of the world. Thank you.